the rise of artificial intelligence applications in multiple industries has garnered interest in my project. The focus of my specialized research is on whether or not artificial intelligence has merits in the initial phases of the design process. I wanted to find out if I can use the machine learning algorithm to better predict preliminary dimensions of the slab structures for high-rise building, particularly in the required rebar ratio of slab structures. For the last 2 months, I spent my time optimizing the algorithm and creating a diverse enough of a data set to encapsulate most of the behaviors and most of the cases of slab structures for high-rise building. There are 6 main parameters that I gather from the typical stories of my design, which are the dimensions, the slab thickness, the long span over the short span, and the directions of the slab, directions of the moment for the slab structures, the top or the middle of the slab structures, and the final one is the slab type. There are 3 main types that I taken from the Eurocode and fix it. The first type is the outer slab, the second is the inner slab, and the third is just the wider slab for it to better optimize its predictions. And I take all the data set and I train it, then I test it. 2 main tests. The first test is to test whether or not the data was trained and was absorbed as correctly and accurately as possible. Testing by the 2 slab of the structures of the typical story slab structures, and 2 slab of the outer of my design process of the building. The two slabs are the MHBR building and the City Light building, and the results are quite promising, with a staggering accuracy of 95.8%. 95.8% for the outbuilding slab structures element. And I come to a conclusion that AI do have a place in an industry as traditional civil engineering. However, it needs help, it needs optimization. It consumes a lot of data to be able to predict as well and accurately as possible, and it can serve as a better benchmark for the preliminary design process in the initial phases of the design process, instead of encapsulating and replacing engineers, us on the intuitions and the type of design that engineers could bring. It only serves to facilitate the design process. That is my conclusions, and I would really am open to suggestions and questions about the research.